For 30 years, one question has haunted every James Bond game. Can anyone ever top GoldenEye? Well, 007 First Light just came the closest anyone has in decades. This is the honest review. What's brilliant, what's broken, and whether it's actually worth your money. First, what it is. 007 First Light is an origin story. You don't play the polished super spy from the movies. You play a 26-year-old James Bond. A reckless, arrogant naval air crewman who pulls off one heroic act and gets recruited into a rebooted 00 program. He's talented, but green. Confident, but in way over his head. And that's the whole point. It's made by IO Interactive, the studio behind the Hitman games, and you can feel that pedigree in every mission. Critics agree. It landed an 88 on Metacritic. That makes it IO Interactive's highest-rated game ever, and the second best-reviewed Bond game in history, behind only GoldenEye itself. So how does it play? Like a Bond fantasy with Hitman's brain. Every level is a sandbox. You can go completely silent. Sneak through in a disguise, talk your way past guards, use gadgets to slip through the cracks, and take people down one by one without ever being seen. Or you can throw all of that out the window and go loud. Fists, firepower, chaos. The game genuinely doesn't care which Bond you want to be. The cold professional or the wrecking ball. That freedom is the best thing about it. And it nails the feeling of being Bond. It's packed with those little cinematic touches. Bond sipping a martini, flicking his lighter, delivering a line right before it all kicks off. Patrick Gibson's performance pulls from every Bond at once. Craig's aggression, Moore's charm, Connery's class, Dalton's cold edge. But, and this is where the honesty comes in, it's not perfect. The villains are the weak link. For a Bond story, the antagonists just don't hit as hard as they should. The pacing sags in places. And at launch it shipped with bugs and crashes, though a patch has cleaned most of that up. The driving is the other soft spot. For a franchise built on iconic cars, the driving sections are surprisingly flat. More of a chore between the good stuff than a highlight. If you came for Bond behind the wheel, temper your expectations. So is it worth it? Honestly, yes. If you love stealth sandbox games, or you've ever wanted to genuinely be James Bond instead of just watching him, this is the closest the game has gotten in 30 years. The weak villains and dull driving hold it back from greatness, but the core spy fantasy is so good it carries the whole thing. 007 First Light isn't the perfect Bond game, but it might be the one we've been waiting for since GoldenEye. If you own a PS5 and you've got even a little love for Bond, this one's an easy recommend. That's the verdict. If this helped, subscribe. More honest reviews every week.